EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Washington football team. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Taken about 7 yards deep. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
That's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Haskins. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Got an open man, it's Washington. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 20. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. Devin Bush, the Steelers' leading tackler as a rookie last year, gets another there.
Devin Bush.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5 at the Steelers' 36-yard line.
Five yards remain on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
It's a gain of 20.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Antonio Gibson.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Down at the 14-yard
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action now. Haskins, they'll roll him out right. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Haskins.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin, touchdown number 15 of the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make the score of 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep, and not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense.
Gibson gets hit and he fumbles it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Going top, and this is caught inside the 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Yeah, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On play action, Haskins. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
A gain of 4 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down. Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Antonio Gibson.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 39.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
Haskins' pass complete to Antonio Gibson. He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Haskins. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They'll run with Snell to begin the drive. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Ball carrier.
But one thing we certainly know, Alabama churns out first-round picks, and there's another nice play there by one of them, Jonathan Allen, the big defensive tackle.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
Their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
1st down, Washington.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Haskins. That one caught by Gibson. I call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Haskins going to throw again. Finding Knox there, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Haskins back to the air. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
4th down.
They'll try and run for it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
And the Washington 1st down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to throw, Haskins. He gets it to Sims, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
I haven't been a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. Does a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times, we're trying to win a game.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
At their own 36-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Haskins. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Here's Haskins to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach Boswell on now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Justin Lane there defensively that time to knock it free.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Jump. Beat these two. Check safety.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Devontae Freeman, the ball carrier.
Gerard Payne's one of a good number of young defensive tackles in the game. Made a nice stop there. Now in his 3rd year out of Alabama.
And 7.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The throw taken in by Sims. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
At the 31-yard line.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked into the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
For Washington.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Johnson on the return. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They're going to run again with Snell. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well to get a few stops.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
On the tackle.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
From the 22, Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Benny Snell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Tyson.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Snell on the shotgun handoff. He's got a 1st down past the 30 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled it with the inside run.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That's a good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Alert, alert. Watch the pass. Easy, easy. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete on the deep ball. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And it's 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That's good. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, it's Roethlisberger. He finds his man Johnson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 10 more there and another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. A quick pass out to Juju. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Brings up from the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
2-yard line.
Roethlisberger quickly to the flat. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
The kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Washington 1st down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. Trying to lay one up deep. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. He's going to let it go. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 36 yards on the play. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete.
Dawson Knox with touchdown number 12 on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And now this throw complete to Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
At the 49-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
On 1st down, it's Gibson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Washington 1st down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So he got free at one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Antonio Gibson.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
On the tackle.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Third down.
Now it's Haskins. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Roethlisberger to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster.
Juju Smith.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Line's 59.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score.
7-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Haskins down to a knee, and his guys about to come away victorious. So a victory here for the Washington football team. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Washington, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.